Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I will share with you how I put the 3D the heart gift box together, and it's just adorable. I'm so sad that I didn't have this to put together before Valentine's Day, but it's okay, you can use it throughout the year and it's just adorable. I think it's one of those really unique boxes that look really complicated, but in real life it is really easy to put together. So you can see here how I'm just using, this is the box part itself, so you can see how I'm creasing with my fingers for all of the score lines, and then I will attach this part to make it really sturdy, and then attach it to one of the other sides, and then I can go ahead and cover all of the ugliness off with that part. So you can see here how cute that is. And then I'm doing the same thing for the next one, and then folding it over itself to make sure that it's in the right position, holding it with my fingers, and then closing everything off with that last side. And then we can just put this on top of the bottom of this box, and you can see how easy this really comes together. It took time, but it wasn't hard. I hope that makes sense. For the fun heart folded part itself, I will cut one of each side, then fold along the score lines one more time, so I have all of these in the right position. And then you can see the funny looking triangles there to one of the sides. I have creased those as well, and then I will put these together so that they are sturdy. And then we can see how we will go on to the next one. And this one I shouldn't have glued this, because I will actually tuck one of these sides into it in a second here, but I could with my bone folder just slightly lift it up, or with my fingers. You can see here I'm just pressing that down, and then we can attach this to the other side. Sorry, I'm a little bit off camera here. Just folding it and holding it with my fingers, and then I will do the same thing for the other side and also for the other part, the other side of the heart. And you can see here is the bottom flap. I'm just attaching that lower part to this bottom flap. I hope that makes sense. Just making sure that this will be able to fold over, and then I will attach my box to this part. I just have some pattern paper laying inside it. So here you go, you can see how I'm attaching everything. I'm lifting it up because I didn't think I had a perfect position. So now I can take the other side of this heart and make sure that these are aligned. So that is really important. So now I'm going to do the same thing for this side, and I'm working a little bit faster because I need to make sure that these are perfectly aligned. I didn't have any problem, and this was the first time I actually assembled this box. So I think this die is very well thought out and easy to use, so you don't have to be too worried for this. And then we attached it to the other side. Sorry, I skipped that part. I did it off camera. My camera actually died. So yeah, and now you can see I'm having troubles putting this perfectly in position. I need to start over. I got it a little bit too high up, so I need to press it down, making sure that it looks nice, and then I can use my bone folder to press it down in place. And I will use the same pattern paper for the inside as I will use for the outside. So I have both the 6x8 paper pad and the 12x12, and the 12x12 with these patterns are the one I'm using for the inside, and also for the larger part. For those smaller triangles that you saw me cut or having here, I used the smaller print that comes in the 6x8 set. So this was really nice, and if you spend some time just cutting all of the pieces out, making sure you have the direction of the paper in the right line, everything comes together really quick. There is also this decorative scalloped edge for the heart, so I cut that out of some gold cardstock just because I think it turned out so cute. I love a little touch of bling whenever I can manage to get it. There we go, we have that. So cute, I love how that turned out. And the liquid glue is also really forgiving for stuff like this. So for that box part itself, it doesn't come with a lid for it, and I think that really makes the box come perfectly. So I took and cut a 6x6 clear piece of acetate. So this is just 6x6, and then I'm scoring it at 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch from each side. So you get an idea here of my score lines. And then I'm cutting to one of the sides, and then I will fold it over to get a perfect corner. And I will use some score tape here. Sorry about the glare, you will see my pearls that hangs over my camera. It's actually a necklace that I got from my daughter, so I just have it there over me when I'm crafting. And you can see I'm just using my fingers to make sure that I have perfect score lines here. And I will do the same thing one more time, peeling off the release paper, making sure my corner is perfect, and then doing it to the next side. So this was really easy, and I was afraid that this wasn't going to work, but I followed Erica, the owner of Scrap Diva. She had this tutorial on Scrap Diva's YouTube channel, so go check that out if you haven't seen it. She goes into more a depth of this tutorial on how to put this box together. She does a really nice job sharing that, and she told us in that video how she created this lid. So I just followed that guideline, and here you can see how it looks, perfectly fits. And yeah, the box is pretty much done. I just wanted to decorate it a little bit more. So we'll see here. I will cut some flowers and put them to one of the sides, and I will use the Shabby Chic flowers number 2 for doing that. So you can see here I created them off camera with some cream colored cardstock and a jam or pearl in the center of it, and I think it turned out perfectly for embellishment. You can definitely have a tag or something else. An idea that I had when I created this was, what could I fit inside it? Maybe some cookies, maybe a gift, maybe some envelopes. So Scrap Diva also released this month the beautiful bow envelope, and I created one of those just to see if it would fit. So I used the same paper collection as I did for the rest of the box, just to tie everything together. And I used this little print that I used for the inside on the bow itself, and of course a little gold to the accent of this to highlight it, and also to make it coordinate with the box itself. So here we go, we can have that, and that will actually be the closing mechanism for this project. So I'm just attaching that, and then we can go ahead and glue the sides down. So I should have glued on the front part and not on the inside part, because I got glue a little bit further up than I would have liked. But now you can see how this is looking when it's all closed. So that was just a little example of what you could have inside of your box. So cute, it fits perfectly in there. And here is the clear acetate lid. And there we go, you can see how close this box is. You could also use a magnet to close it off if you like. I didn't do it for this video, but that is definitely an idea. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will have links down below for you if you'd like to check out any of these products that I use in this video. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!